welcome back to another episode of Hot Girl Reads 48 Laws of Power. Now, FYI, the timing is going to be a little bit different. Now, if you do not watch these live and you watch them whenever, it's not really going to matter, but my schedule has changed. I no longer have the time in the morning to do it in the morning, so I'm going to be doing it after, towards the end of my day, like right after I eat dinner or something like that. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So if you don't already know, go ahead and get the 48 Laws of Power. So in due time, if you guys want to get it, buy it to follow along. I didn't come up with the book, so I can't take credit for it. Duh. But yeah, so this is by Mr. Robert Greene himself. And today, if you've been keeping up, if you haven't been keeping up, there is a playlist. Also, I need to keep up, like, I don't know why every single time I decide to go live, my phone is about to die. So that's why I have to talk really fast, like, my phone, because this takes up a lot of storage. I mean, like, not a lot of storage, but a lot of battery. So if you're gonna go live, charge your phone. Okay. I pulled out this water bottle. If you know, you know. All right, let's get into it. Let me stop lollygagging. Also, subscribe if you vibe, guys. We are almost at 100 subscribers. Okay, let's get into it. Law 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Judgment. Knowing about your rival is critical. Use spies to gather valuable information that will keep you a step ahead. Better still, play the spy yourself. In polite social encounters, learn to probe. Ask indirect questions to get people to reveal their weaknesses and intentions. There is no occasion that is not an opportunity for artful spying. Who are you spying on? Are you spying on someone? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, guys. Observance of the law. Joseph Devine was undoubtedly the greatest art dealer of his time. From 1904 to 1940, he almost single-handedly monopolized America's millionaire art collecting market. But one prize plum eluded him, the industrialist Andrew Malone? I don't know. Before he died, Devine was determined to make Mellon a client. Devine's friend said that this was an impossible dream. That's an impossible dream, Devine. Mellon was a stiff, taciturn man. The stories he had heard about congenial, talkative Devine rubbed him the wrong way. He had made it clear that he had no desire to meet the man. Yet Devine told his doubting friends, not only will Mellon buy from me, but he will buy only from me. Period. For several years, he tracked his prey, learning the man's habits, tastes, phobias. Ooh. To do this, he secretly put several of Mellon's staff on his own payroll, worming valuable information out of them. By the time he moved into action, he knew Mellon about as well as Mellon's wife did. Oh my god, that's so creepy. That is so creepy. In 1921, Mellon was visiting London and staying in the palatial suite on the third floor of Claridge's Hotel. I don't know. Devine booked himself into the suite just below Mellon's on the second floor. He had arranged for his valet to befriend Mellon's valet. Oh my god. And on the fateful day he had chosen to make his move. Mellon on with his overcoat, and that the industrialist was making his way down the corridor to the ring for the lift. Devine's valet hurriedly helped Devine with his own overcoat. Seconds later, Duveen entered the lift, and lo and behold, there was Melon. How do you do, Mr. Melon? Said Duveen, introducing himself. I'm on my way to the National Gallery to look at some pictures. How uncanny. That was precisely where Melon was headed. Hey, Vupula. How are you? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Good day. How are you? Where was I at? Melon was headed, and so Duveen was able to accompany his prey to the one location that would ensure his success. He knew Melon's taste inside and out, and while the two men wandered through the museum, he dazzled the magnate with his knowledge. Once again, quite uncannily, they seemed to have remarkably similar tastes. I'm doing pretty great. I'm doing pretty great. How are you doing? Sri Lanka. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, what's the best part of Sri Lanka? Who is this? Hey. Okay, so let's finish this story, guys. Melon was pleasantly surprised. This was not the Duveen he had expected. Oh, wait. And so Duveen was able to accompany his prey to the one location that would ensure his success. He knew Melon's taste inside and out, and while the two men wandered through the museum, he dazzled the magnate with his knowledge. Once again, quite uncannily, they seemed to have remarkably similar taste. Thanks, my friend. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Melon was presently surprised. This was not the Duveen he had expected. The man was charming and agreeable, and clearly had exquisite taste. When they returned to New York, Melon visited Duveen's exclusive gallery and fell in love with the collection. Everything, surprisingly enough, seemed to be precisely the kind of work he wanted to collect. For the rest of his life, he was Duveen's best and most generous client. Oh, that's so sweet. Banana. Oh, you know what's so crazy? I don't like banana. I don't eat banana. That's like one of the one fruits that I've just, as a kid, I've never liked it. And I don't even eat plantain. It's so crazy. So, what else? Other than that, what else, you know? Okay, guys, so what did you think of that? What did you think of that law? Let me know. Or what was that? The observance of the law. Now, let's go ahead and get into the interpretation. What is he trying to say, okay? A man as ambitious and competitive as Joseph Devine left nothing to chance. What's the point of winging it? Of just hoping you may be able to charm this or that client? It's like shooting ducks blindfolded. Arm yourself with the little knowledge and your aim improves. Melon was the most spectacular of Duvine's catches, but he spied on many a millionaire. By secretly putting members of his client's household staff on his own payroll, he would gain constant access to their valuable information about the master's coming and going, changes in taste, and other such tidbits of information that would put him a step ahead. You beautiful voice. Love you, my friend. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, like I kind of hope I can like do some narrating or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. He would gain constant access to valuable information about the master's comings and goings, changed in taste, and other such tidbits of information that would put him a step ahead. Arrival of Duvine's, who wanted to make Henry Frick a client, noticed that whenever he visited this wealthy New Yorker, Devine was there before him, as if he had a sixth sense. To other dealers, Devine seemed to be everywhere and to know everything before they did. His powers discouraged and disheartened them, until many simply gave up going after the wealthy clients who could make the dealer rich. Okay, so such is a powerful such is the power of artful spying. It makes you seem all powerful, clairvoyant. Your knowledge of your mark can also make you seem charming so well that you anticipate his desires. No one sees the source of your power, and what they cannot see, they cannot fight. Rulers see through spies, as cows through smell. Brahmins through scriptures, and the rest of the people through their normal eyes. By Kautilya, Indian philosopher, 3rd century BC. Okay, what do you guys think? All right, now let's go ahead and get into the keys of power, guys, or the keys to power. All right, are you ready? In the realm of power, your goal is a degree of control over future events. Part of the problem you face then is that people won't tell you all their thoughts and emotions and plans. Controlling what they say, they often keep their most critical parts of their character hidden, their weaknesses, ulterior motives. Oh my god, I have something on my lip gloss. Like a piece of hair. Okay. Ulterior motives, obsessions. The result is that you cannot predict their moves and are constantly in the dark. The trick is to find a way to probe them, to find out their secrets up to. You love me. Stop. You just me. This is not as difficult as you might think. Working? Okay. I'm just going to restart that paragraph because it just blanked out. This is not as difficult as you think. A friendly front will let you secretly gather information on friends and enemies alike. Let others consult the horoscope or read tarot cards. You have more concrete means of seeing into the future. I be reading the horoscope. Okay. The most common way of spying is to use other people, as Duveen did. The method is simple, powerful, but risky. You will certainly gather information, but you have little control over the people who are doing the work. This is interesting. Doing the work, perhaps they will ineptly reveal your spying or even secretly turn against you. Dun dun dun. It is far better to be the spy yourself, to pose as a friend while secretly gather information. You like me. Thank you. You're sweet. Thank you, Vipula. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay. The French politician Talleyrand was one of the greatest practitioners of this art. He had an uncanny ability to worm secrets out of people in polite conversation. A contemporary of his, Baron de Vitrois, wrote, "Wit and grace marked his conversation. He possessed the art of concealing his thoughts or his malice beneath a transparent veil of insinuations, words that imply something more than they express. Only when necessary did he inject his own personality. The key here is Talleyrand's ability to suppress himself in the conversation, to make others talk endlessly about themselves and inadvertently reveal their intentions and plans. Do I like you? I don't know. I just met you. I can't tell. I'm a very honest person. All right. So, guys, throughout Talleyrand's life, people said he was a superb conversationalist. Yet he actually said very little. He never talked about his own ideas. He got others to reveal theirs. He would organize friendly games of charades for foreign diplomats. Social gatherings where, however, he would carefully weigh their words, cajole confidences out of them, and gather information invaluable to his work as France's foreign minister. At the Congress of Vienna, 1814 to 1815, he did his spying in other ways. He would blurt out what would seem to be a secret, actually something he had made up. See? Then watch his listeners' reactions. He might tell a gathering of diplomats, for instance, that a reliable source had revealed to him that the Tsar of Russia was planning to arrest his top general for treason. By watching the diplomat's reaction to this made up story, he would now wow, that's funny. He would know which ones were most excited by weakening of the Russian army. Perhaps their governments had designs on Russia. As Baron von Straten said, Monsieur Talleyrand fires a pistol into the air to see who will jump out of the window. During social gatherings and innocuous encounters, pay attention. This is when people's guards are down. By suppressing your own personality, you can make them reveal things. The brilliance of the maneuver is that they will mistake your interest in them for friendship, so that you not only learn, you make allies. Nevertheless, you should practice this tactic with caution and care. If people begin to suspect that you are worming secrets out of them under the cover of conversation, they will strictly avoid you. Emphasize friendly chatter, not valuable information. Your search for gems of information cannot be too obvious, or your probing questions will reveal more about yourself and your intentions than about the information you hope to find. How old am I? I'm 23. 23. It just doesn't hit the same. Like, it doesn't hit the same as 22. It's totally different. It is totally different. You're 32. Wow. What's that like? A trick is a try, and spying comes from La Rochelle. Help me with the French, guys. Help me with the French. Please, please. I don't know French. Excuse it. Mm. Rochefoucauld? 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 I don't know how to say it. How do you say? Okay, does anybody know how to say this? If you speak French, tell me how you pronounce this. R, excuse me, Rochefoucauld. How do you say that? All right, I need to hurry up because my phone is at 11%. Okay, so let me hurry up. I'm almost done. Who wrote? Okay, so La Rochefoucauld. I don't know. Who wrote, "Sincerity is found in very few men and is often the cleverest of ruses. One is sincere in order to draw out the confidence and secrets of the others. By pretending to bare your heart to another, in other words, you make them feel more likely to reveal their own secrets. Give them the false confession and they will give you a real one. Another trick was identified by the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer, who suggested vehemently contradicting people you're in conversation with as a way of irritating them, stirring them up so that they lose some of the control over their words. In their emotional reaction, they will reveal all kinds of truths about themselves. Truths you can use later against them. Wow, guys. Another method of indirect spying is to test people, to lay little traps to make them reveal things about themselves. Sharose II, a notoriously clever 7th century king of the Persians, had many ways of seeing through his subjects without raising suspicion. If he noticed, for instance, that the two of his courtiers had become particularly friendly, he would call one of them aside and say that he had information that the other was a traitor and would soon be killed. The king would tell the courtier he trusted him more than anyone and that he must keep this information secret. Then he would watch the two men carefully. If he saw that the second courtier had not changed in his behavior towards the king, he would conclude that the first courtier had kept the secret, and he would quickly promote the man later, taking him aside to confess, "I meant to kill your friend because of certain information that had reached me, but when I investigated the matter, I found it was untrue." If, on the other hand, the second courtier started to avoid the king, acting aloof and tense, Croesus would know that the secret had been revealed, and he would ban the second courtier from his court, letting him know that the whole business had been only a test, but that even the man who had done nothing wrong, he could no longer trust him. The first courtier, however, had revealed a secret, and him, Croesus, would ban him from the entire kingdom. It may seem an odd form of spying that reveals not empirical information, but a person's character. Often, however, it is the best way of solving problems before they arise. By tempting people into certain acts, you learn about their loyalty, their honesty, and so on. And this kind of knowledge is often the most valuable of all. Armed with it, you can predict their actions in the future. That is tea. That is tea. Okay, guys, let's read this little red blurb right here. If you have a reason to suspect that a person is telling you a lie, look as though you believed every word he said. This will give him courage to go on. He will become more vehement in his assertions and in the end betray himself. Again, if you perceive that a person is trying to conceal something from you, but with only partial success, look as though you did not believe him. The opposition on your part will provoke him into leading out his reserve of truth and bringing in the whole force of it to bear upon your incredulity. Arthur Schopenhauer, 1788 to 1860. All right, guys, imagine this. Imagine this in your brain. The third eye of the spy. In the land of the two-eyed, the third eye gives you the ominence of a god. You see further than others and you see deeper into them. Nobody is safe from the eye but you. Oh, thank you so much, Vapula. You are so sweet. Thank you. All right, authority. All right. Now, the reason a brilliant sovereign and a wise general conquer the enemy whenever they move, and their achievements surpass those of ordinary men, is their foreknowledge of enemy situation. This foreknowledge cannot be elicited from spirits, nor from gods, nor from analogy with the past events, nor from astrological calculations. It must be obtained from men who know the enemy situation, from spies. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, 4th century BC. Now, I honestly want to read The Art of War next. The Art of War is probably going to be um, one of the next books that I read. I don't know if I'm going to keep reading for you guys on YouTube Live. Let me know if you want me to keep reading every day and keep these lives every day. Like, if you like these videos, let me know. But yeah, I definitely want to read The Art of War. So if you're interested in me reading The Art of War, also let me know. If you know how to contact me, there's multiple ways to reach me. There's multiple ways. So all right, guys, let's get into the reversal, and then I don't know the lie. Okay, we're gonna get into this reversal. So if this law that I just read to you is not working, this is the reverse. This is the opposite of the law, okay? Hold on. You love me. You are so funny. You are so funny. Okay, let's get into the reversal. All right. Information is critical to power, but just as you spy on other people, you must be prepared for them to spy on you. One of the most potent weapons in the battle for information then is giving out false information. As Winston Churchill said, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies. You must surround yourself with such a bodyguard so that your truth cannot be penetrated. By planting the information of your choice, you control the game. In 1944, the Nazis' rocket bomb attacks on London suddenly escalated. Over 2,000 V-1 flying bombs fell on the city, killing more than 5,000 people and wounding many more. Somehow, however, the Germans consistently missed their targets. Bombs that were intended for the Tower Bridge or Piccadilly would fall well short of the city, landing in the less populated suburbs. This was because in fixing their targets, the Germans relied on secret agents they had planted in England. They did not know that these agents had been discovered, and in their place, English-controlled agents were feeding them subtly deceptive information. The bombs would hit farther and farther from their targets every time they fell. By the end of the campaign, they were landing on cows in the country. By feeding people wrong information, then you gain a potent advantage. While spying gives you a third eye, disinformation puts out one of your enemy's eyes. A cyclops, he always misses his target. Okay. Well, that was it. What did you think of that law? Law 14. Guys, we still have 48 minus 14. Give me a minute. 34. 34 more. 34 more chapters to go. So buckle up. If you want to keep watching more of these Hot Girl Reads 48 Laws of Power, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, put the bell notification on so you can come every single time I'm on live. I'm talking to you, Vapula. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you made it to the end of this live, thank you so much. Subscribe if you vibe. I have more videos coming out, and I post a new video, vlog, rant, all of that stuff every single Sunday. So, yeah. Thank you.